Buongiorno, mi chiamo Maurizio Roberti. My name is Maurizio Roberti. This is Italica right behind me. Italica is in the Velocity venue here in 888 Capiolani Boulevard. And what we've done is we've created a synergy with the beautiful Italian machines that you see around you, the Ferrari, Lamborghini, Maserati, Alfa Romeo, and we've got a cute little Fiat Bambino right in front of us to show that without a past there's no future. So what I did down here, it's mainly a gourmet delicatessen. It is street food. It is food that I grew up with. It's a memory, mainly a romantic memory of my past, of my journey. We have pizza al metro, we have panini, we have suppli al telefono, we have all the things that people would probably go to Italy, walk down the street and be able to get. I was born in Rome, Italy, about 17 generations Roman profile, but when we moved to Australia, my father was part of the Italian Chamber of Commerce. He was a founder and vice president. Mother with the Italian Community Radio. My grandfather had a cantina, an extra virgin olive oil and wines from the Lazio region in Rome, and my uncle actually had a restaurant in Rome. So it was always in me. Growing up, I went into the service industry. Started out as everybody does, whether it's a dishwasher or a dish back, or you're in the kitchen trying to learn the trade. So having learned from some of the best Italian chefs over there, I went back to Italy and I worked with some, let's say, celebrity chefs and some not well-known chefs, because you have to have both. You can't just go for the stars. You need to learn the basics. You need to learn where the heart and the passion is first. Then I was part of the Federazione Italiana Cuochi. I went back to Australia doing my universities, and I was fortunate enough to go to Japan, where I actually was picked to be part of one of the openings for Gualtiero Marchesi, which was the Bergen in Kobe. And I was part of all that group, and there was not that many Italians there at the time. While I was in Japan and growing with my style, my passion, I was at a point of an all high, this amazing, beautiful wife that I have, Fumio. My most amazing achievements in my world are my two kids. And they're the ones that actually drive me to be who I am and to do what I do. While I was peaking, unfortunately, we had the earthquake. In Japan, they say 7 times you fall, 8 times you get up. So realistically, having that mentality as well, you put yourself in a situation where you move on. When the earthquake and tsunami hit, obviously it was up in the Sendai area, Fukushima. I had my restaurant in Kobe, which is in the Kansai area next to Osaka. So apart from feeling a little bit of the shock, which believe you me, we did. I mean, it was so big, it was so large. We felt more shock by seeing it on television. What it had done to many lives and many people. We went up as a group of Italian chefs and we cooked for a lot of the homeless up there because everything was devastated. So as Italians, we went there and made pasta and fed everybody. No, it wasn't rice or sushi or anything that they were used to, but it was amazing to find a Gaijin community being able to be in that, because although we're Gaijin, we're still a part of the community. It did affect my business quite a lot. It affected it so much that I had to close down. I got into my own little self-centered thing of saying, oh, you know, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't do the other. But as I said, the support of my family, both my wife, my kids, my mother and father, all my close family, my sister, a daughter, helped me through that. After all of this, I started to pick myself up again, and I said, do I do it here, do I do it somewhere? And I was more pursued by people saying, come out here and help us create things. So I went just about everywhere: Singapore, Hong Kong, Thailand, Dubai. I was in Oman, Abu Dhabi. I went also to Malaysia, Indonesia, and an old customer of mine, a friend of mine, partner more or less, that I gave this idea of saying, I have what I lost during that time to be able to give it to someone else again. And he said, let me find someone who believes in this, believes in you, and see what we can do. So he found a group of investors that wanted to open up here in Hawaii. I was fortunate enough to sit down with them, to bring them my vision, my philosophy, my style, my heart, and they introduced me to Brad and Joe Nicolai with Will, and when we presented it, they said, well, you know, this is it. We're trying to put everything Italian here in Hawaii. We want you with us. Le Radici is more or less the philosophy of bringing Italy to Hawaii. So what we wanted to do is, the concept that I created was not just because I'm from Rome, a Roman style cuisine, not just because the Michelin chef is from Rimini, a Rimini style or Bologna style cuisine, but we wanted to culminate all of Italy in its splendor. So there's certain things in our menu that represent from the north to the south. And there is a lot of significance around that, apart from the philosophy of our roots of Italian cuisine and our palate and what we'd like to bring. It's been able to uproot not only the styles, but also the people, and rerouting them here in Hawaii. Having a very good friend of mine and my collaborator as my signature chef, which is the Michelin chef Gianpaolo Raschi from Guido in Rimini, he's mainly based on seafood and of course his Rimini style cuisine. So when you do have the signature menu, and what we're trying to represent with his menu is that particular style. What I'm trying to bring also is to be able to give an authentic classical Italian to complement also his style. So we go from tradition all the way to the now of Italy, and that is all based with local produce. Yes, we do bring things from Italy, as you would, because the base is there. The made in Italy has to be there, but made by Italian as well is what we're bringing. Back in the 19th of May, we actually had our grand open, and we not only in synergy with regards to what we're trying to represent for Velocity and the JN group. As you can see, their service and style is amazing. What we'd like to be able to have is that collaboration of the level of service here as well. So what I'm looking for is heart, passion. I don't care where you've learned it before, who taught you before, this and that, the other. That is things that belong to you. What I would like to do is instill certain things that I can bring to the table for you to also learn. But I need you to bring yourself, your passion, your heart here to work with us. And that's what makes a family, because we are also a family integrated with the JN group.